I'm John. Stop the clock.
Johnathan Larson wrote Rent. The musical just knocked me out.
He really became a really big voice of his generation.
Rent was transformative because it was about acceptance.
Suddenly, you were seeing people on stage that had never been on a Broadway stage like that before. Queer people, people of color.
I really do love Rent. I know all the words to all the songs.
What he was able to do was so inspiring. I don't think that we would have In the Heights or Hamilton if Lin hadn't sat in a theater and seen Rent when he was like 17 years old.
Johnathan wanted to have very human conversations and themes in all of his work.
That's the greatest legacy Johnathan leaves us.
Johnathan passed away the night before the first preview of Rent.
My brother died of an aortic aneurysm.
The tragedy of Jonathan's death is so immense. Something that Lin was adamant about from the beginning is that this was not the story of Jonathan's death. This is the story of his life.
Before Rent, there was Tick, Tick, Boom. So what am I supposed to do now?
Tick, Tick, Boom began as this solo piece that Johnathan wrote and performed himself.
He's spending his 20s writing this musical that he's been trying to get anyone to be interested in.
So we really went back to those original scripts and began to build the film from there, thinking about how are we going to capture that magic.
Without Julie Larson's support, I don't think we would have been able to make this movie, and I don't think we would have been able to make it with as much thoughtfulness as we were able to.
And he wrote about his friends who were dying of this plague that was the AIDS crisis, and it felt very personal.
I can't keep wasting my time, Mike. I turned 30 in 2 days. And I'm running out of time! Johnathan had an acute awareness of the ephemeral nature of being alive.
He heard this ticking clock and sang about the fear of turning 30, and he never reached 40.
I think that's part of the legacy that he leaves behind and part of what I take forward. What is it that you love, and how do you build your life around things that you love, people that you love, places that you love? This is that moment. It's the first time people are going to see the show that aren't just us.
Why do we follow leaders who never leave?
The resources you have to find within yourself to continue to double down on your dream at every turn when the world is telling you otherwise. If they only ever let me make one movie, I'm really proud it's Tick, Tick, Boom.
Someone tell me why so many people believe cages or wings.
This feels as personal as anything I've ever made, and I hope the movie feels like a message in a bottle to young artists saying, this is going to be harder than you think it is, and it's going to be worth it if you love what you do.
Actions speak louder than